All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our kitchen. In today's video, we're gonna teach you how you can still eat one of your favorite high-carb cheat meals and burn fat faster. I'm talking about pancakes. Now, unfortunately, if you wanna go have your favorite pancakes at places like IHOPs or Denny's, you know they're loaded with fat-storing flour and all kinds of sugar. And inside this video, not only do I have a recipe that I think tastes way better than any of those chains, it's highly thermogenic. And if you're over 40 years old, you need to stop overcomplicating fat loss. It's not that hard. You simply need to do 3 things, and I teach you how to do all 3 of these things inside my Over 40 Hormone Reset Diet. Link in description. It's gonna teach you, number 1, how to keep your protein intake high enough. Number 2, how to keep your body in a calorie deficit. And number 3, how to time your foods properly. If you just follow those 3 rules, you can still eat all your favorites and burn fat faster. When people ask me at 50 years old, how do I stay so lean year round? This is part of my secret. I don't deprive myself of my favorites. I just learned how to hack them to make them healthy. So inside this video, I would argue this pancake recipe tastes way better than any of your favorite chains. So without further ado, let's dive in and let's do this. All right, everybody, so what we have here is some highly thermogenic protein pancakes. I got the ingredients laid out here. We're gonna go ahead and start putting them in here, starting with a ½ cup of cottage cheese. Now, I prefer the Daisy brand because there's hardly any ingredients in that, but any brand will do. Cottage cheese has a casein, slow-releasing protein, very good for you. I like to use Greek yogurt as the topping. However, if you're not a cottage cheese fan, you can use Greek yogurt instead of cottage cheese in here, but I will tell you, you will not taste the cottage cheese. The complex carb source in this is going to be a ½ cup of steel cut oats. We're gonna go ahead and dump that in there. We have 2 scoops of slow releasing casein cinnamon bun protein powder. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dump that in here. Give us that thermic effect. We have 2 cage-free eggs. Any eggs will do. You can see how dark those beautiful yolks are though. Get way more friendly fats and choline, vitamin D in there. Little cerveza sickness fighter. Then over here we're gonna grab some Truvia to sweeten it up, and we're just gonna do like a ½ teaspoon of that. And of course we have berries over here for topping. Now we're gonna blend this up. So let's go ahead, blend this up, and let's head over to the stove. Okay, next up we're gonna hit this pan with some avocado spray. Remember, just a little bit, just to coat that pan. That'll keep the calories down. The oils, the hidden oils is where you gotta be aware of. Remember, those fats are yielding 9 calories per gram. Those carbs and protein are only yielding 4 calories per gram. So let's go ahead and we're gonna pour the pancakes into here. All right, now you can see these are starting to bubble up a little bit, and that's right where you want them to be. I'm gonna turn them, go ahead and flip them over. See how it's not too dark? I don't want them getting too done. Again, I like mine a little raw. You could probably let them cook a little longer if you want. I personally, now I shut off the heat and then just let them cook for about another 20 seconds, and I'm gonna pull them right off of there. And now we're ready for the toppings. All right, so now we got these off the stove and onto the plate. You can see here, outside of this one right here, these look pretty much perfection, magical, right? So I got a ½ cup of Greek yogurt here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna spread this on here and make them look pretty. This is gonna give them even more moisture and make them taste amazing. So we'll go ahead and spread this out on each one. And we got a couple little treats here we're gonna add to this too, man. This is like cheating without cheating. Gosh, honestly, one of my favorite meals and so healthy. This can taste just as good as IHOP, only it's healthy for you, thermogenic, tons of protein. So now we're just gonna throw a couple berries on each one. 3 to be exact. We're gonna be fair to each one of these babies. Oops, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're just going to drizzle a small amount of this. Very little is needed. So we're gonna end up with about a teaspoon here, or I mean a tablespoon. Most people think stuff like this is off limits. I mean, if we look at this right now, come on now. 2 tablespoons is 15 calories. I know this might not be great for you. I mean, it's basically cream and water and sugar, right? And then the next ingredient is corn syrup. But we're talking like 2 tablespoons. Totally worth it. So we're gonna shake this up. You're just gonna go like this. Put a little bit on each one. Voila, that is an amazing fat burning pancake recipe, a thing of beauty right there. All right, now it's time for my favorite part. We file this one under quality control. Here it is, a beautiful pancake recipe, highly thermic, high protein, a balanced blend to stabilize your blood sugar. And you know, people always ask me what my secret is. I had 2 young kids yesterday at the gym, couldn't have been 20 years old, both come up to me asking me what my secret is. Outside of working out, obviously you gotta put in the time and you gotta put in the effort. It's right here. I mean, abs are made in the kitchen. You don't need to eliminate entire food groups. At the end of the day, there's really only 2 things you need to focus on to lose weight. Number 1, you must hit your protein requirements. That is it. By hitting your protein requirements, you guarantee you don't slow down your metabolism while you're dieting. You guarantee that you speed it up through the thermic effect of protein. You guarantee you don't lose muscle because protein builds muscle. Guarantee that you don't have hunger and cravings because it's the most satiating nutrient. Now this is a perfect blend, and let's cover the macros now. Before we do that though, let's taste this. I love being part of the quality control department. IHOP ain't got nothing on this. So to end this, let's break down the macros and talk about when is the best time to consume this while I sit here and finish this up. So in this particular recipe, which is a single serving, you could double up all the portion sizes that I just went over. This serving right here that I just had, 50 grams of carbs, 55 grams of protein, and 10 grams of fat. So I think personally the best time to have this is a pre or a post workout. I went to the gym this morning, I got in a leg workout, I did some calves, I did a little bit of cardio, came home and I whipped this up. Because remember, after the workout, your muscles are like a sponge that's been drained dry and of glycogen, which is energy stored inside that. So after that workout, your muscles are very active and they want to suck up nutrients. Well, by having proteins and carbs in that post-workout window, you have enhanced nutrient partitioning for up to 4 hours afterwards. Your body's ability to absorb nutrients is enhanced. So this is a great time to have some of your higher carb meals, and hence this is more of a higher carb meal. Always though, always want protein sky high. Now, you want to learn how to combine your foods the right way, because this is a perfect balance for a post-workout meal. There's a link in the description to our Over 40 Hormone Reset Diet. It talks about food timing, combinations, and portion control to keep your body in a fat-burning environment around the clock. Just don't forget the hard and fast rules. You must keep your protein high enough. You must maintain a calorie deficit. If you simply follow those 2 rules and you don't overcomplicate it, you can lose fat faster. So, thanks for watching this. If you got something out of it, I'll always thumbs up. Helps the algorithm, helps spread the word on these awesome recipes and these awesome videos. So time, our most precious commodity. Really appreciate you taking time to watch this. Thanks for watching, and God bless.